Hey, Mike here. So I just got off being interviewed in a podcast. My good friend Deb McGregor has a podcast that's um, oh, inspired by joy. Joy, joy is the thing, right? Whatever exactly the name. And Deb, I'm sorry, I was just there. Regardless, that actual podcast will be live before too long, so I'll share that once it comes out. It was a really great discussion about happiness and joy, and how that fits in the workplace and such. So more to come on that. Um, One thing came up in my discussion with her, and she pointed out to me, is like she enjoys being in group calls with me. In those group calls, there's times that I'm filling a space or holding a space. And let me explain what I mean by that. Sounds like a real woo woo kind of coach term, but here's what it means. In filling the space, what it means is I'm talking, right? Like obviously I'm right now, but in a meeting, there are times that I do spend a bit of time talking, but I don't feel compelled to fill the space. And what I do instead is I hold the space. And what that means is I'm sitting back, I'm not talking, but I'm still very much connected to what's going on there, right? In my work, there are times that I'm working with teams or groups or even just two people. And there's times as the coach and the mentor where I do the talking. But there's other times that I step back and hold the space per se and let them do the work they need to do. So even if I'm there to help them get somewhere, help them improve, help them find a new path forward, whatever it is, whatever I'm there for, that's the work I'm talking about. So it's holding out something, it's talking about something, and then stepping back and let them do the work they need to do, but still very much there. So why is this relevant? Why is this important? So Deb pointed out that I'm really good at that. Filling a space when it's needed, when it's wanted, when it makes sense, wanted by me, wanted by others, whatever. And then there's other times that I'm really good at sitting back and holding a space. And I believe this is actually a really important leadership concept, right? As leaders, too often I've seen in corporate setting where the leader is the one that does 90% of the talking in a meeting. I can think of one example, I'll leave names out of it, of course, where back in the day when I was an employee of somebody, the manager, I remember in one meeting, we went in, he had his agenda. I thought, good, we're going to cover a lot of ground, have a lot of great conversation. And then he proceeded to start talking. And for the next 55 minutes, he did most of the talking. And then at the end, he looks at us and goes, well, why didn't you guys say anything? Nobody here have an opinion? As leaders, we have to know when to step forward, right? Be in front, lead from the front, and do the talking, and when to step back and let something happen. And is there uncertainty in that? Absolutely. But that right there, that's what makes leadership exciting and powerful. When leaders step back and let something happen. Meetings, virtual, in person, simple conversations, whatever it is, your one on ones, don't be afraid to step back and just hold the space. Stay connected to them, listen intently, pay attention to the things going on that are between the words, and you'll be amazed what you can see in it. Hope this was helpful. Filling versus holding a space. I think there's a blog post coming on this too. Stay tuned. If you haven't already, head over to leadingforchange.ca and sign up for my newsletter. It comes out every day with a thought, tip, an idea, something to get your day started. And coming soon, probably going to announce it tomorrow, I have a special program coming in February, and I'll explain more tomorrow. Have yourself a wonderful day. I look forward to seeing you again soon.